Hi everyone, welcome to the Fat Lady Knits. To all my subscribers, my new ones, welcome. To my old ones, welcome. I am so glad you'll have a few minutes to spend with me today. Um, let's get some business out of the way first. I'd like to thank the lady at Scraptastic. I got a notification on my channel saying I had been mentioned in a podcast. You could have knocked me over with a feather. I was so shocked. And so I must say thank you, because for another podcaster to actually mention you in their podcast, wow, that is so selfless. I am amazed, I am humbled, and thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, hmm, yeah, I do have one, two. I have a couple of you new subscribers out here. Yay! Oh my, oh my. I'm trying not to sigh. I've been given a speech on my sighing and opening my eyes. I don't think there's anything I can do about the laughter. That's just me. But we know I'm on Sock Island, so let's go and see what I've been doing there. Um a couple things. One has me so excited. Should I do that first? No, I'll do that after. First, let's talk about the sock snake that I made with all those yarns from Croy's Sock Yarns. Oh my goodness. I would really like a peek in their factory because I started making socks with it. Let's go step by step as to what happened. First, I made these. I hope you can see it. I'm using natural, I'm filming in daytime today, so it's all natural light even though I'm inside. And one of the things I did, because I wanted to rearrange the yarn somewhat, especially when I noticed I didn't have a lot of it. So I cut, it's like a cut and paste project on paper, only I'm using yarn. So I cut yarn from other parts of the sock and I put it where I wanted to. So I wanted this heel in this color. We know I'm a blue girl. And I also wanted it at the toe. So my heel and my toe are the same color. And the top, I just used the yarn as it was. I must tell you, once I knit this up, I really like this. Is it a light black, a dark gray, whatever it is, I like the way this looks. And I'll show you on another sock how I used it, because this was much more interesting. I wish they had a whole ball of this. Okay, I found this really nice. Okay, and I made a pair, and this has hanging threads. Let me put this down so you know it has my name on it. I'm the queen of hanging threads. What happened here? I have no clue what I did, but I have live stitches. You see, from here to here, all these stitches are live, and they're at the cuff, which is rib. How did I do that? I have no idea, but I did do it. Okay, so now I have to figure out a way, because you can see the white going through them, because they're all live stitches. The rest of the sock, the stitches are fine, they're not live. How did I do that? So what I'm thinking is I can take a tapestry needle and try and do an E stitch through them. Yeah, going through them in the shape of an E, and then burying the ends in the ribbing. And hopefully the person who gets it will then tell me how that worked out, because there has to be a solution to this. And that's all I can think of right now. And as I said, I have no clue how I did it. But since I'm the one who made the sock, I did it. Okay, so as soon as I'm done fixing that, I will have a pair of socks. Okay, and then let me take these off. Oops. And let me show you these. Let me put one on the sock blocker. Because I have all these sock blockers and I never use them. And I want to, because I don't want to hear any more of you buy all this stuff and I never see you using it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm using up what I have. These are some shorties. Okay. And oh yes, you see that nice blue? Again, I put the blue, I had to use my blue, but this time I put it on the inside of the hung hem, and I did a picot. We know I love picot. I seem to be the picot. I have, you know what? I have to get my Cricut machine out and actually learn how to use it so I can put some of these sayings on t-shirts and wear them. 'Cause I have a few, and Picot Queen is definitely one of them. And so I used it at the top. I used this at the heel. Oh, look, I'm getting better at actually finding the camera. And I used it at the toe. I found this really, really awesome. I wish I could make a sock in the entire thing. But one of the things I discovered was that this particular 50-gram ball, it was so inconsistent. It was amazing. You know, they they need to give me a well, maybe they don't want to give me a peek into the factory, because I'm like, how do they do that? How do two balls in the same die lot start out matching, and suddenly, like tutaku, it changes? Okay. And there are some instances where you see that dark gray and white and then the green, and sometimes they're not the same amount of yarns between them. It was really, really weird. But I like the way these came out. But one of the things I realized, I should have, but I don't have enough yarn because this is all I have of this. I should have made a pair of socks in the yarn the original way it came, because then we could compare it. Now you just have my word for it that I I cut and I put. But anyone who's used this, you can see, where's that? You can see that there isn't so much blue in one place that I could just make this here. I literally had to go, I had a tube and I literally cut out the parts that I wanted to use so I can get the block that I wanted. Okay. And remember, it's socks. You're making it. You can do anything that you want. Okay. So that takes care of these. Now, what concerns me is that I have these to work with that I really love the colors. And I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough yarn. There's this one and this one. I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough yarn. This one I can probably get either a shorty or a medium size, a medium length sock. This one I may get closer to. I have marching orders now. Knee highs apparently are the order of the day. So I have been challenged to start making knee-high socks. I'm not sure why, because I don't know about you, but I don't see anybody wearing socks with dresses or skirts. Most people wearing socks are wearing, well, my generation is doing pants, some of us. Some others are doing jeggings, leggings, yoga pants, what's that sportswear for the gym, track suits, I forget the name of the other one, that warm-up suits. That's what people are wearing now. So I'm not sure what the big thing is about knee-high socks, but I'm going to try. I have pulled out my Activa. It was here a minute ago, because you know me, I'm going to test the sock in a plain yarn first so I can see what I'm doing and then try it on myself. And once I've perfected it for my foot, then I know what I need to do for the other people in the family, because we have a few Kabibis in this family. What's a Kabibi? It's a tiny lady. So we have some people who, they're tiny. They're not, they're I'm trying to think of the politically correct way to say it. Um, they're height challenged. Okay, they're perfect as they are because they're proportional. It's not like you've got a big head and little feet. They're proportional as they are, but they are not tall in stature. Okay, so I think that's the best way so I don't get into trouble. Though I don't think they'd be watching this video, but just in case. You never know. As I found out, you never know who is watching. Okay, and I really love this, so I want to make sure I do it justice. But I'm looking at this. This is not a lot of yarn. This probably will best do a shorty, and it has to be the way it is because I'm looking at it. The only two big chunks, this one has two purple chunks. Both of them have two purple chunks and one orange chunk. That's not enough to give me a enough yarn to play with the ribbing, the toe, and the heel. So these, they'll have to be as they are, but it's pretty, so it should come out well. And this is just scrap yarn hanging from when I made all those tubes. I've started separating so I can actually make socks. Okay, this one I think I'm going to have greater leeway. There's more. Isn't it weird? Because they're all made on the same cylinder, same stitch size, and I'm getting this one. I can get a knee high out of this. I might have to take it as it is, which worries me because I'm not always fond of the way that the heels and the toes come out with stripes. I would prefer to have some more control, but you know what? I think I have more of these, so I can make this as it is and then see what's left. So if I make another one, I know what I can play with. Okay, so that's where that is. And then we come to this. Oh my God, this was an adventure. Let me tell you. Put it on this ball or cone, whatever you call it. It's in a ball on a cone to try and make some shorties for me. I had an idea for some cute shorty socks. And I started working with this. I was like, it's not a lot. Max shorties. Picot, do my little thing, sock. This yarn is so thick, you would not believe it. When I started working with this, I was like, what did they make this out of? Cardboard? This thing, listen, if you're a mountaineer and you run out of rope, you can consider this because knitted up, oh my God, this is so thick. What I think I'm going to do is make a plain pair of shorties with them, and then I'm going to run it through the washing machine a couple of times to see if it softens up. And I should have realized this because even in touching the one that's still not caked, it's still a tube. Wow, this thing is thick. So I'm finding out the Croy sock yarns are not all the same weight. The labels say the same thing, okay? But apparently they're not created equal. That's why I'd really like a look in the factory. What are y'all doing that we have such a difference? I'm not saying it's a bad thing because you might want a thicker socks. Just like there are people, they want socks made out of 6-ply. Some people want a 2-ply sock. There's something for everyone. But I think next time you see this, it'll be in a shorty. It will have been washed, and let's see if it no longer feels like cardboard. Okay? Because I just love the way it looks. And it might be that because it's so thick, all of them will just have to be either be plain shorties, because that's usually what I wear. It is what it is. You can't make things what they're not. Okay? So, now, let's put this away. I want to talk about, oh, it's almost time to go. Because I don't like to keep people for long. I do not like videos that are longer than a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, your favorite juice, because we all know life is busy and we have things to do. Because there's some awesome podcasters out there, but 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, I honestly don't have the time. But thank you for everyone who joined me today. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I thought I can't talk any faster. Well, probably I could, but I don't want to. I'm going to talk to you and show you something that has me really, really excited. Oh my God. Catch you next time. Have an awesome day. Bye.